Tripping. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. See, that's what going on, man, when you take a break. You know what I'm saying? Stuff start getting updates and you don't know nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? So you have to figure it out. Like I thought I figured it out. What's up, Box 4? I see you. I thought I figured it out, you know what I'm saying, before I went live. But, you know what I'm saying, one thing about me, man, I'm going to show y'all everything. You feel me? We got thumbs up, so we must be good. We got thumbs up, so we must be good, man. You know what I'm saying? Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Like I say, man, I took a break, man. I've been moving around for the last few days, Vegas, Memphis, um, New Orleans, where else I went at? Shit. North Carolina, um, where else? I've been like 4, 5 different places, you know what I'm saying? Mississippi, Arkansas, you know what I'm saying? Um, and I just been thinking, man, like how people will try to stop your movement, sometimes you got to sit back and see how you contributing to it. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you could be telling the wrong people your moves, telling the wrong people your blessings. And it could be people that's right under you playing both sides of the field, telling other people your moves that you making. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you going to make a touchdown when you got somebody on your team talking to the other team and letting them know every move that you making? You feel me? Like, you got to really like pick a side in this shit. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no such thing as I'm gonna play both sides of the team, you know. Nah, cause if you're gonna play both sides of the team, you gotta let me know what they doing as well. You feel me? That's how you gotta do it. And if you ain't gonna do that, then you know what I'm saying, what you work, who sent you, you feel me? And I had to analyze some shit, man. Like I had to get rid of some people that was around me, man. You know what I'm saying? By not really like causing no big uproar about it, but you know, when people basically just move they self. You know what I'm saying? Cause one thing about it, man, when you doing right and you living right, your spirit gonna irritate they demons and they gonna flee. They can't stand your presence. You feel me? So yeah, I just sat back, man, and took a break. You feel me? So I can see and have clarity, you know, going to this next stage and what I'm doing, you know, I got to have the right people around me. You feel me? At all times. The presentation is in front of your face. Oh, you talking about the okay. You talking about you talking about that. Let me move that out the way. Move that out the way. How about now? How about now? Is that straight now? I thought if I was screen sharing, I thought it wasn't hiding my face. What about now, box folk? Is that in the perfect place? You dig? Somebody give me a thumb up and let me know how we rotating, how we moving. Is we delayed? Cause that comment coming through real slow on that YouTube. Okay, thumbs up. Okay, we cool. You know, I know how to read. I understand. Um, you say fix my volume. You say fix my volume. Fix my volume. On what? Fix my volume on what? Oh, I don't know. I'm on different. I'm in so many different platforms right now. You know, we on Instagram. We on Bigo. We on YouTube. We on Facebook. We on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? We on Twitch. Um, yeah, bro, I had to get some people from around me, man. Like the bad energy that, people shit that I don't even want to speak on, you know what I'm saying? Um, Signs and symbols is for the conscious mind though. And when you conscious and they think you inebriated, you feel me? Make that move, man, and don't have no regret about it. So that's what I did, that's what I done. And I'm good now, man. Moving forward, bro. I have a lot of stuff going on. Me and my wife, you feel me? We got the big podcast. Me and my wife make love, make money. You did, yeah. Make love, make money, man. My wife just put out a book. Um, 30 days of. Hold on, let me see. Let me see if I can. Let me pull it up right quick. Let me pull it up right quick. She sent it to me, so let me see. Let me pull up. Oh, 30 days, 30 days to a positive mindset, healthy relationships. Hold on. Let me go to the website. Let me pull it up. All right. So from author and life coach Imani Virgil, she say, just a few years ago, I found myself stuck in a cycle of procrastination, chasing quick fixes for financial stability, and drowning in the turmoil of a strained marriage. My mindset was clouded with negativity. My relationships were suffering, and prosperity seemed like an unattainable dream. But then I made a decision. I decided to commit myself to change, to embark on a journey of self discovery and personal growth. Imani. So she just dropped her first ebook. You did. And the name of the book is 30 Days to a Positive Mindset, Healthy Relationships, and Prosperity. You know, I'm proud, and y'all could get this ebook for 19.99. You know what I'm saying? On ILikeEmHot.com. Go to I Like 'em Hot. That's ILikeemHot.com. And y'all could get Imani book. Um, I'm proud of my wife, man, because she really like snuck this book out. You know, she snuck it out. Like she was writing this book while we was going through some things in our relationship. Sometimes, you could put on a camouflage, man, and the world won't see the real. And I don't think the world should know what going on in your personal life anyway. She took the time to write a book when we was going through the things we was going through. And that's how you um turn lemons into lemonade, you know what I'm saying? And when she showed me what she was working on, man, I just smiled because I didn't think, you know, she was even focusing on that type of time, you know what I'm saying? She showed me that, she could hold it down. I know she could hold it down, but really, really like hold it down on her own. You feel me? As a made woman, like I like that. You know what I'm saying? Um, any man should want a woman that they know can hold it down and not just be in their shadow. You feel me? A lot of dudes be in competition with their girls, you know what I'm saying, and be wanting to have that power, authority over them when the woman have to depend on them for everything. Not mine. Mine is how what y'all see, the character, the personality is what it is. You know what I'm saying? She a real made woman. You know what I'm saying? Like she hold it down and being a coach in private to a lot of different females. I don't be knowing what they be talking about because she don't do it in front of me. She very private when it come to it. But she really is a life coach. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if you need somebody to be a example of overcoming, man, she the perfect one. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very proud of her on her first ebook, man. So she from a life coach to an author. And y'all gonna start to see more of that side of her, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all don't get, y'all always seeing me, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like putting the light on her, it kind of like take people mind off putting me in the box. You feel me? Because no matter what I be doing, you always want to put me in the box and compare me to other people. And I hate that shit. You feel me? So being able to put the light on my wife, it kind of like shine a light on us. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's all about, man. Like I got much more to me. You know what I'm saying? And y'all gonna see that by me and her shining together. You feel me? Um, I don't want to be in no box, especially you know when they feel like you can't do nothing without this, or without that. When you feel me, nah, man. What people don't understand, I've been holding it down for a long time, man, doing my thing. But social media put it in people's mind. Whatever being propaganda at the time, people would try to paint that picture of you. You feel me? So I fight for my identity. I fight for my reputation, man. And I don't mind fighting though, you feel me? Cause I always come out the winner. You know, then you be having these people that be trying to sabotage, you know. What I hate about social media, anybody can get on social media and lie. And if it be believable, people believe it. You feel me? I'm talking about it could be motherfucker that never be around you with a great lie about you, and people will believe that shit. You feel me? So you have to stay active, especially if you got business and you do business online, because people tarnish your reputation, man. Like people really like paint a picture of you to where people won't even want to do business with you. You know what I'm saying? Because of what this dummy is talking about or what this dummy is saying. You feel me? So yeah, man. When I sat back and started like paying attention, bro, to a lot of stuff, I was realizing that a lot of the energy was coming from inside the camp where they was feeding the enemy information. You feel me? Like you ain't for me, man. You against me, man. It be people that be close to you, the closest to you, that be envying you the most, man. You know what I'm saying? So, um, if you find yourself in a rut and you feel like you ain't moving, man, get off of social media and analyze everything and everybody around you. And you're gonna get clarity, man. You feel me? You're gonna get clarity, man. You know what I'm saying? Um, if you don't catch it, man, you'll go in a state of depression. You feel me? Like you might find yourself eating, you know what I'm saying? You being sluggish because you done put all this food in your body. You can't even move. You know what I'm saying? You don't feel like getting up out the bed. It's just you want to sleep. You can't sleep it away. You gotta work it out. You feel me? I've been there. I've been there. Like we all been there. You feel me? I'm talking about it's nobody, I don't care how much money they got, that never felt like how I'm talking about. Everybody that had that feeling, you feel me? But it's how you get up and you go through it, man, and get back to it. You feel me? So from this day out, man, I got a new move how I'm moving. I'm changing all my content on my YouTube channel as well. Like I'm getting away from the bullshit. Like anybody like bringing bullshit to me, man. Okay, you win. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even entertaining it. Period. You feel me? I ain't entertaining it. Period. Because that be your test. That be your test, man. You might be morally right, but spiritually you wrong. You feel me? So if you can't handle it, then God won't take you to the next level. You know what I'm saying? Don't let that be your case, man. Don't let that be your case. Analyze the situation. I'm telling y'all. You know what I'm saying? And the enemy be laughing at you because I got him. I made him respond to me. I made it. Da, da, da. You holding yourself back like that. You feel me? I promise you, you is. But when they don't know what you got going on, they just sitting back and biting their tongue. You heard me? Not even realizing it hurting them. You feel me? Yeah. That's why I got them at. I got them like, yeah, right where I want them. You know what I'm saying? Confused. Confused. They confused. And when they confused, they most definitely gonna lose. You know what I'm saying? Don't let them figure you out, man. Don't let them know your moves that you're making. You feel me? And sometimes shut up. Sometimes we talk too much. You feel me? I know we be wanting to announce things, but don't prematurely announce things because that breed envy and jealousy. If you know you about to buy a house, don't say I'm about to buy a house. You feel me? If you want to speak about buying that house, say you bought that house after you done got it. You feel me? Because it don't matter. I'm telling you, envy and jealousy will stop your process. It'll stop your process, man. You know? So sometimes, man, just be quiet. Don't say nothing. Even when they spreading rumors and lies. Cause you gonna have the last laugh. You gonna have the last laugh. And trust and believe they watching you. They watching you like a hawk. The enemy who don't like you, study you. They study you like a motherfucker. They watch your every move so they can see how they can come in. But the way you let them in is you let them in. They can't just invade your space, man. If you got it secured, you feel me? You have to stay aware. Staying aware is staying conscious, being knowledgeable, understanding you. You don't have to prove to nobody who you not. The enemy will try to make you guess who the fuck you is sometimes. That's when you slipping and tripping. You mean tell me you gonna let the enemy know more about you than you? Come on, man. Stop it. You hear me? So yeah, me and my wife is on this journey together. And yeah, I just watch our moves, man. You feel me? And then we could be inspiration to you. Let us be inspiration to you. You feel me? But yeah, man. Not today. The enemies that tried to plot. Yeah. One thing about God's people, his his spirit is gonna always reveal it. And when you doing what's right, you can trust and believe, man. Nothing but right gonna come. So if y'all want Imani book, 30 Days to Positive Mindset, Healthy Relationships and Prosperity, just straight positivity, go get it at ILikeEmHot.com. And not only that, when y'all go to ILikeEmHot.com, you can shop for other things. Like my book. Oh yeah, you know I gotta plug me in. Hold on, we gonna go to shop. We gonna shop at ILikeEmHot.com. All products. When you go to ILikeEmHot.com, we got the season on there, which is the spicy trinity for $20.99. You got the hot salt, you got the spicy lemon pepper, and you got the spicy garlic. That's my season. You feel me? You could get it. You could get one. You might like spicy garlic, $7.99. You might like lemon pepper, $7.99. You might like hot salt, $7.99. But what's $20.99 to get all three? You feel me? My favorite one, I'm gonna keep it real. I like spicy garlic. I feel like with garlic, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with that garlic. And This idea was my wife's as well. She was in the kitchen. Y'all know we do thugging in the kitchen, which we bringing back, you know. Um, and she just started mixing seasons together, bro. When I tell you, man, my wife is fucking smart, boy. Y'all don't even know it. I do though. And she said, I think I came up with a season. Matter of fact, three different seasons. And I tasted, bro. And then as we was going, we realized that it wasn't just a season prep. You could put it either to prep your food or after you didn't cook your food. You feel me? And it's an all-purpose seasoning. It's an all-purpose seasoning, man. And she came with that, bro. And of course, I like them hot made all the sense in the world. Put my face on it. It was her idea though. And her ingredients. But together as a team, we sell it. And that's how every relationship should be, man. You have to work together, support each other. You know what I'm saying? We got the billboard bag. If y'all don't know about that, that's on the site. If you walking in the club and you want to program whatever you got going on and you want to have it on your back, light up the club with the billboard bag. You can put whatever you want to put on the bag and control it from your phone. You know what I'm saying? You can put your picture on it. You can put words on it. You can free draw on it. You know what I'm talking about? Whatever you got going on, you put your flyers on it, whatever. That's on my the website. I like them hot.com. Then you got my book, The Autobiography of Turk. Let's see. Let's see the synopsis. Former Cash Money record high boy Turk offers with his autobiography his life as a living testament of his young and thugging pain, struggles, mental maturity, spiritual growth, and his redemption. Tab Young Turk Virgil Jr. from New Orleans Uptown Magnolia Project as a young aspiring football player dared to dream. After developing his passion and ability for rapping, his skills caught the attention of Cash Money Records Slim and Birdman, and he was recruited. After joining the ranks of Cash Money label mates Juvenile, BG, and Lil Wayne, Turk Present helped create Cash Money Records sensational and platinum selling Hot Boys. With their international success, they were instantly bombarded with fortune and fame, but Turk was blindsided by its a mixture of evil. Read the autobiography of Turk and travel with Turk as he recounts his action-packed young life in New Orleans Uptown Magnolia Project, his years as a cash money millionaire, his heroin and cocaine addiction, the 52 shots shootout that he escaped in Memphis, and his attempted murder conviction and sentence. He has climbed to great heights and fallen to devastating lows, only to bounce back now, using his creative powers to influence the world. This tell all book will probably answer every question you ever had about him. My book will answer some questions, but it won't answer every question, but it'll catch you up. And once you catch up on who I am as a person, not who other people done told you I am, because a motherfucker will lie and tell you a lie without, making their face crooked. I'm an open book, dog. I'm so truthful, motherfuckers will stay away from me because I'm the truth. And they want to continue to live a lie. I'm in a state and a time and an age where what I have to lie to motherfuckers about. I'm living right. I'm doing right by people. If you hate Turk, man, you hate my spirit. And I don't give a fuck how you feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't got to deal with you. That's the thing. I don't have to deal with nobody that don't want to deal with Turk. Understand this, man. Understand that I am not looking for no friends. You hear me? If you my age and still looking for friends, something is wrong with you mentally. Right now, all I want is respect and love. If you can't give me that, I don't want to have no dealings with you, period. If I got to do business with you, then, I don't expect nothing from you but to get my bag and respect. I don't expect you to love me. You feel me? I expect you to respect me. I'm going to respect you. But I'm not looking to be a part of nobody clique, nobody camp. You know what I'm saying? Nobody family. I never joined no gang, never was affiliated. You feel me? So, stop trying to tie grown people to other grown people because you haven't grown up. Don't y'all hate the ones that do that? Them are the people who are really insecure. Them are the people who are really jealous of you. You know what I'm saying? They sit down and they try to compete and compare you with other people, not with them, but with other people. Because they sit around all day trying to impress and find a way to get in around other people. You got people that sit around and try to divide the conquer because they want your position, man. You heard me? You got to know that. Or try to get other people to think the way they think about you because you ain't do something for them. You got something that they want. You heard me? Yeah, man. That's the type of world that we live in. But that ain't the type of world that you have to accept because you don't have to be a part of the world and the world system and how it's ran. Once you change your world with the way you think with repetitions of new information, your mindset is different. Man, I'm not thinking about none of that you own, man. So why are you so mad? Because I'm not thinking about none of that you own. You want to be me. That's what be going on. Shout out to Severin Brand, man. Y'all see they loaded me up. Shout out to Cherie, man. You feel me? Um, I'm a brand ambassador for Bamboo. Shout out to Mac Main. Mac Main made that happen probably about 3, 4 years ago. You know what I'm saying? If you wanted to know. Um, I had lost contact when I moved to Atlanta. And I was talking with my homegirl, Cherie. She made a phone call and connected the contact back. So shout out to Cherie, you know what I'm saying? And Severin Brand, you know. Um, I think I'm saying the name right. My wife be trying to correct me. But Severin Brand. And this is their product. You have McQueen and a Violet Fog. Um, I think this is like a gin. You know what I'm saying? Look like a vodka, but it's a gin. Um, y'all want to know what be in my cup? Gold X in the middle. We don't need no ice. I got all my niggas sipping on that bamboo. I know my eyes ain't tripping her booty dumb loose. I mix it with a coke, I call it bum juice. Ain't getting money, you a joke, you a bum dude. Pull up in the Mozzie when I come through. That bitch bad with a body, with a tongue do. I might kick it like karate, yeah, kung fu. Catch a quickie when you're right, it feel like a wampu. Pull up in the Mozzie. That bitch got a body. That bitch drank Bacardi. Yeah, she don't drink Bacardi. Yeah. Anyway, y'all know I got the bamboo anthem that I did. Then you know they got the Bel Air. You dig? Then you got the gold. You got the gold Bel Air. You heard me? Then you got the V-Line. Yeah, V-Line. Like a vanilla spice. Cognac. VSOP. You heard me? Once again, shout out to Southern Brands, man, when it comes to that. Bamboo is a my booking agent just asked me for my rider for the event that I got coming up in New Orleans. And I told him fruit tray, water, cold drink, desserts and chips, seasoned wings, and original bamboo. That nigga like, man, what is bamboo? I had to take him a picture and send him, my bamboo. If y'all don't know what a rider, when you're doing performances in your backstage area, your rider got to get fulfilled and they bring you out, you know, certain, you know, um, foods and desserts and waters and drinks and stuff like that. You know, when we used to be on tour, man, we used to always have a, a um a game. I think it was back in the day. I think it was like a Dreamcast. I think, or was it a PlayStation? I think it was a PlayStation or a Dreamcast. One of them motherfuckers. I'm not sure, but they had to have that on our tour because we used to like to play. What they had that game was not NBA Jam. He's on fire. Yeah, we used to play that, man, before we go on stage, man. That should be crazy. So, when I started doing my own shows and stuff, man, and I try to make my rider, you know, simple, not nothing too extravagant. But y'all, I heard Beyonce rider is crazy. Like she want her room to be all white, white roses and all kind of shit like that. But the crazy part, they got to give you the things that you request on your rider. They say Mariah Carey rider crazy too. Somebody can kind of like Google celebrities riders to see if you're a promoter out there. If you don't have these people rider right, that could be a breach of contract. That could be something that they say, man, you don't got my chicken wing. I asked for 100 piece. I ain't performing. You heard me. You better go get them wings. But I don't think nobody really a trip unless they're a real diva. You know what I'm saying? Then they tripping about them other 50 pieces of wings. Motherfucker might be so petty to where they count them motherfuckers. You feel me? Some people petty like that. You know what I'm saying? But I could understand and feel it because if you're a promoter and the artist don't do something that expected from you, you gonna say something. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like understood, overstood, you feel me? But I wouldn't do no petty shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Um, if you're in New Orleans, it's going down, man. I will be performing with my bro Juve and Manny Fresh, man, at the Jazz Fest. My first time performing at the Jazz Fest. This my first festival since I've been home. Um, it's only getting better, bro. You heard me? Like I say, mm-mm, don't let the enemy know your moves by speaking. You heard me? Because the enemy would try to stop you from doing great things, man. They mad because I've been doing great things, man. And you know what the crazy part be? You don't been to did them nothing. And they be so mad at your success, man. Like, how can people just get mad at other people's success, other people's hard work, dedication? We got the same 24 hours. I just choose to do something with mine. I accepted the abundant life. You heard? Yeah, man. But it is what it is. We ain't doing no tripping, man. Because abundance is my birthright. And can't nobody take it away. You heard me? That's why I like to share what I learned with people, man, because it's my calling to do so. I'm a living testimony, man, of greatness, overcoming dark places where people expected me to stay. You know what I'm saying? And keeping a smile on my face in the midst of adversity. I be going through a whole lot, but I won't let you see it. I just know how to fall back. Because if I don't fall back, I'm going to crash out. So when I'm getting overwhelmed with all of the adversity and y'all see me falling back, y'all know I'm re-energizing. You heard me? Juve Tuesday. Y'all go pull up on Big Bro, man, if you in the city. So, who in this thing, man? I see OG Meech, Caleb. We on YouTube. Daryl, Prissy, Chrissy. Ha. What's ham? I'm proud of you. Ain't getting high no more. And you been out for a minute. I've been watching. Congrats. All love. I've been home 12 years. You know, getting high is something that I never do no more, bro. Heroin and cocaine was bad for me, dog. It was bad to the point where I wrote a chapter in my book. Let me see. Let me read to y'all a chapter in my book of how it was. Let me see. Let me see. From first to worst, reckless. All right. From first to worst, I'm just gonna read that chapter right quick. Appreciate it. Artificial. This hat by Artificial. This sweater by Artificial. You know what I'm saying? Um, Chapter 8 in my book, The Autobiography of Turk. Make sure y'all copy it if y'all want it. Y'all could get the ebook right now. Um, y'all could get the hard or the paperback. Audio book coming soon. From first to worst, 2000. Victorious warriors win first and then go to war, while defeated warriors go to war first and seek to win. After 45 days of being on the road, the Cash Money Rough Rider tour had come to an end. The sad part is I didn't experience the high energy, fun-filled performances and love of the fans that most rappers who perform on tour did. I was physically there, but my mind was in a distant world of addiction. I didn't want to perform because I was sick. My body craved heroin. My experience on the Cash Money Rough Rider tour was my experience for most of my career. The internal struggle against an addiction that turned my life into hell. I had practically met everyone but Michael Jackson and attended major award shows and parties. I was in the life of a celebrity, but beneath the camera flashes, I was living the life of a dope fiend. It was a classic case of how money can't buy you happiness. That's another cliche that rings true. After the tour, we were finally traveling the interstate, New Orleans bound. The whole time I was suffering from a sickness. I was cramping with cold sweats because I had run completely out of heroin. With all the productivity Cash Money was experiencing in the music industry, I was in a rush to get back uptown, New Orleans, so that I could scope. But how could I when our bus driver Mickey was driving slower than a motherfucker in my eyes? Mind you, I was a heroin addict without heroin on the tour bus moving at the speed limit. But now the psychodrama kicked in. I immediately became frustrated at Mickey, knowing he was intentionally driving slow just to mess with me. My proof, we got in full a few times together, and he was one of the few bus drivers who knew of my habit. So with that, he was guilty as charged for driving slow on purpose just to torture me. Also on the bus with us was freckle-faced Bobby, who had one of his girls from out of town following our bus in her little red truck. I was feeling sicker with every passing minute and desperate for a quick alternative. So what could I do? When we pulled into the next truck stop, Bobby and I jumped into his girl's truck. But now I was driving. I wasn't going to even give baby girl a chance to drive like Mickey. I rushed up out of the truck stop, leaving the tour bus behind. I was at the wheel punching this little truck down the interstate to the max when suddenly I see disco lights in the dashboard of a state trooper cruiser behind me. With dark tints on her windows, I was able to sneak into the passenger seat before we pulled the truck over for the trooper. After 15 minutes of running all our names through the system, baby girl was given a ticket for speeding. While we sat there on the side of the interstate, our tour bus passed passed right by us, traveling at the same speed as when Bobby and I were on it. The bus actually beat us to New Orleans, since baby girl was now driving the speed limit after getting the speeding ticket. They dropped me off at my 2000 Monte Carlo Platinum with black tents sitting on them things. Immediately, I was uptown bound, doing about 100 on the interstate from my mama house. Of course, the first thing I did when we signed the big distribution deal with Universal was cop mama a house far from the Magnolia Project that we first moved into in 1986. I had all my cars parked there: the Rover, PT Cruiser, Tahoe, Cadillac, two Monte Carlos, and a Camaro before I wrecked it on prime night. I made it to the Nolia and scored. As I was running back to my car parked on Washington Avenue, a bunch of people in all black jumped out on me from nowhere. I never saw it coming, and I would have been dead or robbed a boat if they were the jackers. Instead, this was a Tuesday and Thursday routine, and if I wasn't so sick and out of my mind, I would have remembered that it was Sarge and his boys' night. The jump out boys did just that, busting me with the heroin I just scored in hand. This was my first offense. I was released on diversion program, which I completed. If I completed, they would erase the charge from my jacket. But I was drugging and thugging. And after multiple urine violations, I was placed on 2 years probation and 4 years suspended sentence. A couple months later, I was en route to Mama's house one night with my homeboy Bruce. We were in the Rover, and as dirty as the South with two Glocks and a whole bundle of heroin, suddenly, an unmarked police car flashed its lights. All I could do was brace myself for drama because I just knew that I was finished this time. But come to find out, The officer was one of my relatives and warned me that my tinted windows were too dark. Now that I look back at it all, God's grace and mercy were always with me. But I was too caught up in drugging and thugging to recognize it and responded accordingly. After 6 dirty urine tests, my probation officer recommended that I enter an inpatient drug program at the Odyssey House in New Orleans. I was supposed to stay there a year, but I was able to run a little game on the counselors. I knew all of the patients were scheduled to go on a trip. Since I was soon to be getting a biopsy, I kept complaining about being in pain constantly. I knew they would not force me to go on the trip while I was hurting. Also, there would be no one at the facility to watch me. As a result, they let me go home temporarily. Shortly after I returned to the Odyssey House, I argued that I had stayed drug free when they let me go home for 2 days, and I returned with no problem. So this was evidence that I had changed. I was ready to go home permanently. The counselors agreed and let me go home. Y'all see how the devil worked? Running all kind of junkie game. I went home for a weekend and told them people, man, y'all see, y'all tested me. I went home and I ain't get loaded. Some strange reason, I guess the devil was on my side and let me go home. But anyway, the Young and Thuggin' album was fresh in the stores. Wait, I convinced them to release me much earlier than the 1 year. The Young and Thuggin' album was fresh in the stores, and there was no way I was going to be stuck in a rehab. I was already fed up and mad with myself for being locked up while having an album out. This might answer some of y'all questions about Young and Thuggin', why it didn't do good as the rest of the album. I was going through it. Every time one of my videos came on television, I was sick. Add to the fact, I had homies inside reminding me I had messed up all the opportunities by getting locked up. They looked at me as bigger than jail, better and smarter than they had been. I felt ashamed. I knew better, but I didn't do better. The same day I was released from the rehab, I was immediately added again. And again, I was locked back up. This time it was around the time the planes crashed into and knocked down the Twin Towers on September 11th. I remember this time perfectly because a few days before the attack on the towers, my female correctional officer, Mule, brought in my medicine. And right there in the jail, I was loaded and added again. I had the whole jail block where I was housed full of that dope. The very next day, the planes hit the towers, and to keep it 10 times 100, that spooked the shit out of me. I was so shocked that I called myself kicking my habit. The whole jail block was mad because I wouldn't continue to work the CO broad to get the drugs when they knew I could. With everybody in and out of jail in a panic over the attacks, I thought the world is about to end. I was reading my Bible every day on some hurry up and make peace with my maker time. I was reading from the book of Revelation, and the more I read, the more I started to believe that there were more attacks on the way. After a few months, I was released clean with my weight up and looking good. I vowed to stay away from Uptown and get back on top of my business at the Cash Money office. After years of putting in work with the Hot Boys, true fans were anticipating the album from Young Turk. 2001, I gave the world what they waited for. With the release of my Young and Thuggin' album, my first solo video is in me. It's in me, my nigga, to be the thug that I be. It's in me, my nigga, to wear big ass on rollies. It's in me, my nigga, to wear T-bows and Reeves. It's in me, my nigga. It's in me, my nigga. The lyrics to this first solo and entire Young and Thuggin' album had connected with my old and new fans alike, and niggas all over the world were screaming and claiming to be Young and Thuggin'. I had created a real street movement, but again, my heroin and cocaine addiction had gotten the best of me, and I was at it again. My first solo video for my single Is In Me was scheduled for a world premiere on 106 in Park during the time that Free and AJ were the host of the show. My homeboy Worm, Slim and Baby, and I arrived in New York plenty of days ahead of the scheduled premiere, but I was at it again. We were in New York, and in 2 days, I was about to take the most important step. We were in New York, and in 2 days, I was about to take the most important step in my solo career with the premiere of my video, but I was scheming on getting back to uptown New Orleans. I told Slim and Baby that I forgot I had to report to my probation officer and would fly back to New Orleans, report, then fly back in time for the scheduled world premiere. Well, Warren and I flew back to New Orleans, all right. Instead of reporting to my probation officer, we went straight uptown and scored. We rode around New Orleans getting loaded and missed our flight back to New York. Because of my no-show, my video didn't get played on 106 in Park. Slim and Baby and the people at Universal were all pissed off. On the other hand, I had an undisputed heroin and cocaine addiction that took precedence over everything. I was at the point in my addiction that I was hitting and missing, struggling not to be overpowered, but I continued to underestimate its grip. Since I'd always hit my addiction, especially from Slim and Baby, I figured spending a little more time with them and away from my homeboys who frequently messed around would help me. So one day I was chilling with Baby Slim and their homeboy Joe Casey. We were drinking Absolute and Ruby Red. Joe Casey claimed to only drink that brown, but that nigga would drink anything that would get him drunk. I call myself playing Slim and Baby close to help fight the temptation to use heroin and cocaine, but sitting there drinking only opened up the gate, so I was at it again. A couple months went by and I pulled another one of my fake report to my probation officer stunts. While Cash Money was on the road promoting and performing, I was cruising the uptown streets of New Orleans. Later on, I was out at my mama's house locked in the bathroom. My little brother Rollo, my little brother Rollo was at the bathroom door with the telephone. Yo, Turk, answer the phone. It's Worm. Although my homeboy Worm was on the other line, I was in the middle of getting loaded, and under no circumstances would I be interrupted. When I finally, when I was finally loaded and out and about, I received the most devastating call in my life. My homeboy Biggie was on the other end, and he told me that Worm was dead. They were still on the crime scene, but I was filled with so much guilt that I couldn't stomach driving there to the scene where his body still laid. What if I only would have answered this call? If only we would have stayed away and on the road and not have flown back, lying like I had to report to my probation office. Maybe he would still be alive, or maybe it would have been both of us. That night I was in the East, New Orleans at my baby mama, Renata's house. Not even my addiction could keep me away from my son. I was knocked out with him comfortably laying across my chest, sound asleep. But my high was starting to slowly but surely come down, which rang loud like an alarm clock. I jumped up in the middle of the night to go scope. And since I was out, I stopped by my CO Broad house from the jail on Tulane and Broad Street. The whole way there, I felt like I was being followed, but I was loaded. So it may be the heroin. I got inside baby girl apartment and she was ready for some work, even with her son lying in the bed with us. But I was so full that I was nodding and ended up falling asleep. And as bad as I wanted to, I literally slept on my chance to hit that. The next morning, I left old girl's apartment. And just like I thought the night before, somebody had followed me. My PT Cruiser with the hot boy graphics was sitting on 3 bricks in the apartment parking lot. I figured that whoever had got me, they had to be professional because all of my rims had locks on them. Now I was looking crazy. My morning sickness had kicked in, and I couldn't call Renata. She would have known that I was somewhere I had no damn business being after I lied and said I was going to the studio to do a feature. So what did I do? I called up one of my homeboys. I ain't gonna say this nigga name. This nigga was going around talking about I'm a snitch. But y'all already know. Bye bye bye. We gonna pass it up. I had my cruiser towed to Toombs Audio and Rim Shop in Metairie, Louisiana. I was so in a hurry to go scope that I left the apartment before the tow truck had ever arrived. I don't even feel like reading this part by this nigga, man. Anyway, nobody was pushing this Camaro rushing me uptown like it was an emergency room at a hospital. I scored with no problem. But nobody was just about to hop back onto the interstate en route to my mama's house. The ATF made their move. We had no idea ATF was camped out with surveillance on the same spot that we pulled up and stopped at. And I stopped at. Being on tour would always drive my monkey crazy. It was hell being in the midst of the entire Cash Money Records entourage, riding on a tour bus for hours, and not to mention what seemed like a zillion promotional engagements. Y'all gotta go get the book. That nigga, seeing that nigga name and spoil my motherfucking reading. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But anyway, as y'all can see, in my book, I keep it all the way thugging, right? As much as I can recollect and remember, I wrote about it, put it in the book. As I finished my book, I did a movie called Reckless, where I got more into detail about my life. Um, how I'm gonna give y'all my story, the book, the documentary, me getting more involved in giving y'all more content, you know what I'm saying, in my movie. How it's looking. I had visions of who and how I wanted to do my book and all the content that I got, but it didn't play out like that. It seemed like the world have got so easier to do movies and stuff now. It look like I'm gonna do it myself because I'm gonna be able to afford it and have the tools to do it, you know. And I just feel like even though I wanted to do it with certain individuals and it didn't work out like that, it's better now. Cause now I got full control. You know what I'm saying? When you have full control over your projects, you own it. They can't clone it. You know what I'm saying? And it get done the way you want it to get done. You tell your story. Don't let nobody else tell your story for you because they gonna leave something out. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, man, you really want to know me, man. I'm an open book. And can't nobody else tell you about me. It's nothing nobody else could tell you that I didn't tell you. A motherfucker tell you shit to try to make themselves look good. And it's a lot of things that I don't even speak on because it's my past and I'm past it. You feel me? But if I was to really like go in detail about things, man, it'll be crazy. Feel like some things you go through is for it to be a testimony for you and only you to not to do the same things again. You don't have to share that with nobody. Just let your life be a example of what you're not about to allow to happen ever again. So when you see me about my business, when you see me standing on business, it's because of the shit that I done been through. It'll never happen again. You feel me? So instead of me talking about those things, I act it out. That shit might irritate people. The way you moving in a mature way, in a smart way, might irritate people. You could be doing all the right things and people act like you did them something because they can't do you nothing. So yeah, man. Um, shit that I went through, man, I wouldn't wish on my enemy. Places I done been, I wouldn't wish on my enemy. You know what I'm saying? Learn from, let me be a learning example. You feel me? And on thing you gotta do is pay attention, man. You dig? This the longest I ever stayed out, and I know from this book, y'all will see how I kept fucking up, fucking up, fucking up. But all my fuck ups was because I was going backwards. I kept going back. This time I ain't go back. I ain't go back to where I lived at. I ain't go back to New Orleans. I ain't go back to the hood. I ain't go back to them same niggas. I ain't do nothing that I was doing that was putting me in the same motherfucking situation, man. I changed. I did a whole people, places, and things. I changed it. And that shit made a lot of motherfuckers mad when a lot of motherfuckers should have been happy. Man, this nigga done got his shit together. It goes to show you that people love to take advantage of motherfuckers when they can control you. When motherfuckers can't control you, you become a threat. You can't control the way I think. You can't control what I do, who I do it with, how I do it. You feel me? You can't make no decisions for me. You can't tell me who I can talk to, who I can't talk to. I'm a grown motherfucking man. But everybody ain't on that level. Everybody not a man. Everybody not a one man. You feel me? They still gotta go through some shit. My growth not stunted, man. I think for myself. I'm not a part of that 98% of the world that don't think for themselves. If you don't think for yourself, man, the devil is deceiving you. Straight up. Controlling your whole everything about you. You ain't controlling you making the decision because of what he told you. You ought to feel like a fool. And there's a lot of people that rock like that. Don't be the person that's making decisions because of what somebody else told you. Because they could have told you a lie. And you done wasted all these years believing a lie. I ain't gonna rock with him because he told me this. Not because somebody did you something to the point where you can't even tell what they do you. What they do you. Did they do you something? Oh, you mad because of what they say they did to somebody else. Because you trying to get in with somebody else. They got those people too. I'm going to be mad at him because I'm trying to get in with him and don't look like he messed with him. So I'm going to be mad because he mad. Get the fuck out of here. You heard me? I don't rock like that. That's a little boy, man. That's a little girl. Niggas need to grow up. Straight up. You heard me? So if you that type of individual, man, you're going to have a long, miserable life to try to get it together. You have so much peace when you doing the right thing, man. You feel me? And it might look like you don't got peace to the world, how the world view it. But you have peace because you ain't broken. There's a lot of motherfuckers that's broken. That's why they so mad at other people. When they see other motherfuckers smiling and happy, they so broken. They mad at you. But they not gonna tell you or tell nobody. that that's what it is because they don't want to be labeled as a hater. Why you hating him and he got less than you? You ever been hated by a motherfucker who had everything that you wish you had? I have. I don't got time to be hating on a motherfucker. That's too much energy that I could be putting somewhere else. It take a lot of energy for a motherfucker to hate on somebody that seem like it. You gotta make up a whole bunch of assumptions to justify the way you feeling, make up lies to convince other motherfuckers why you being the way or acting the way you acting. When you just could be smooth and like, man, hey man, I don't know. It is what it is. Yeah, that's me. Weight been lifted, man. See how long we been on this thing. Yeah, we been on here an hour. So yeah, man. You got to navigate your emotions and embrace the negativity as a warning that you are shifting away from your bliss. Once again, navigate your emotions and embrace negativity as a warning that you are shifting away from your bliss. False belief. I am controlled by my negative emotions. I am a victim of my circumstances. I am powerless to change my emotions. I am not capable of finding happiness and fulfillment. I am unable to navigate my emotions and get back on track. I am stuck in a state of negativity and unhappiness. I am limited by my emotional responses and cannot control them. True belief. Your emotions can serve as a guide to help you stay aligned with your true desires and to maintain your sense of happiness and well being. Negative emotions, such as anger, frustration, or disappointment, can be seen as a warning sign that you are shifting away from who you really are and your true sense of joy and fulfillment. By recognizing these negative emotions and learning to navigate them, you can gain insight into what is causing you to feel out feel out of alignment with your true desires and take steps to get back on track. See, when I tell people I'm thugging, that mean I'm taking hardship, using God's gift in spite of negativity. If you ain't using your gift, then you're gonna be stuck in the negativity. You feel me? In life, it's easy to get caught up into our emotions and let them control us. We may feel overwhelmed by negative emotions such as anger, frustration, or disappointment, and feel that we are powerless to change them. This type of thinking can lead to a feeling of being stuck in a state of negativity, unhappiness, and can limit our ability to find happiness and fulfillment. However, this is a false belief. Your emotions can actually be a powerful tool to help you stay aligned with your true desires and maintain a sense of happiness and well being. Negative emotions can serve as a warning sign that you're shifting away from your true sense of joy and fulfillment and can help you gain insight into what is causing you feel out of alignment with your desires. By embracing negativity and learning to navigate your emotions, you can take control of your thoughts and feelings and get back on track towards your desired outcome. You can learn to recognize when you're shifting away from your true sense of joy and fulfillment and take steps to get back on track. Negative emotions serve as a warning sign, much like the initial pain you feel when you put your hand on a hot stove. The pain is there to warn you that if you continue to keep your hand in the same place, you will cause further harm. Similarly, negative emotions serve as a warning that your thoughts, emotions, or actions are not aligned with your highest good and could lead to negative consequences. In this way, negative emotions can be seen as a valuable indicator of when it is time to shift your focus and change your approach. Rather than ignoring or suppressing negative emotions, it is important to listen to them and take them as a sign to make a change. This might mean adjusting your thoughts to be more positive, shifting your focus to what you are grateful for, or changing your actions to align with your goals and values. See, I was how I was feeling a couple of days, man. I had to fall back. You feel the negativity, but some of us are wallow in it and indulge in the conversations that's being talked about that's negative, and it bring negative consequences, negative results. You got to fall back. That emotion is there to warn you of where you going and where you don't want to go. Warning always come before the destruction, but some of us don't pay attention to the warning sign because we not conscious, meaning that we're not aware that that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So we ignore the sign and the symbol when our mind not conscious to know it. So many people are drunk to where they don't know it. By paying attention to negativity and using it as a warning sign, you can proactively make changes to avoid negative consequences and cultivate a more positive, fulfilling life. The key is to not let negativity control you, but to use it as a tool to grow and evolve in a positive direction. It should be easy to stay away from people who are nothing but negativity. Only thing they do is just negative. You a negative person. Everything that come out your mouth is negativity. And get mad because a person don't want to be in your presence. A person don't want you around them. Man, I can't rock with you, man. Nothing about you I want to be a part of. I'm not impressed with you. Negativity will only bring more negativity. People who are attracted to that bullshit are on the same frequency. You mean to tell me this person don't do nothing but hate on people, divide to try to conquer, and you enjoy their content? It shows the type of person you is. That's what you listen to every day. Man, I don't want you around me, man. You can judge a person by what they do repetitiously. You feel me? You ain't gonna get nothing different if that's what they own. They showing you who they are. That believe it. Believe them. The Bible teaches that negative emotions are a result of sin and that they can lead to further sin if not dealt with properly. For context, sin is a religious or philosophical concept that refers to actions, thoughts, or beliefs that are considered to be morally wrong or in violation of a divine law. The definition of sin can vary greatly depending on the religious or philosophical system in question. In many Western religions, such as Christianity, sin is considered to be a violation of God's law and commandments and is seen as a spiritual problem that requires redemption and forgiveness. In some Eastern religions, such as Hinduism and Buddhism, sin is seen as an act of ignorance or delusion that creates suffering and hinders spiritual progress. Regardless of the specific definition, the concept of sin is widely seen as a warning sign, a call to action, indicating that something is wrong and that a change in behavior or perspective is necessary in order to avoid negative consequences. So why we just don't make that shift? It should be easy. I hate feeling negative. I hate feeling down and out. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I just go to sleep. When I find myself being on social media and I listen to myself complain, it's time to get off of this motherfucker. I'm indulging myself too much into this. What benefit I'm getting from it? But more anger. I'm torturing myself. Nah, you'll torture yourself, and everything you see will be a reminder of what you thinking about that's negative. It's like the shit just line up because you manifesting that bullshit. You've been the thought of something that's negative and a thought of a person that's negative and turn the page and there that person go on your social media timeline. You didn't manifested that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? When shit like that go to happening, man, you got to fall back. You got to know that that's the devil. All negativity is of the devil. And fall back, run from it, regardless of specific definition. For example, in the book of James in the New Testament, it states, "My dear brothers and sisters, take note of this. Everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry, because human anger does not produce the righteousness that God desires." This verse is teaching us that anger is not in line with God's desire for us and that we should be mindful of it in our lives. In addition, the Bible teaches us that our thoughts and emotions are closely tied to our beliefs and values, and that if our beliefs are not in line with God's truth, then our thoughts and emotions will reflect that. The Apostle Paul writes in Philippians 4 and 8, "Finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things." It's telling you what to do. If you want better results than you've been getting, you got to do better by thinking better, changing your perception. This verse encourages us to focus on positive and uplifting thoughts, which can help to counteract negative emotions and bring us back into alignment with God's truth and will for our lives. God's will is for us to have an abundant life. But how can you have that when you out of his will? By willfully sinning in your thoughts. The Quran teaches us the importance of maintaining a positive and peaceful state of mind and avoid negative emotions such as anger and frustration. For example, in Surah Al Baqarah 2 and 208, it is written, "O you who have believed enter into Islam completely and perfectly, and do not follow the footsteps of Satan. Indeed, he is to you a clear enemy." The Quran also emphasized the importance of controlling one's emotions and avoiding anger and retaliation, and not equal are the good deed and the bad. Repel evil by that deed which is better, and thereupon the one whom between you and him is enmity will become as though he was a devoted friend. These show us that negative emotions such as anger and frustration can be seen as a warning sign that one is shifting away from their faith and the teachings of the Quran. The Quran encourages individuals to strive for peace and positivity and to maintain control over their emotions and actions. So when a person want to control in the situation, what they do, they put out propaganda to make you angry and mad. So now I control the situation because now they all are in their emotions of anger. They can't think straight. They don't see that I'm the puppet master and I'm controlling the strings and I'm making them do what I want them to do. You know what I'm saying? Wake up. Wake up. They got people right now mad because I'm giving this game right now. The devil in them. Run from them. Run. Run from them. Run. You heard me? Yeah. You got to do them things like that. You get mad because we not on the same energy you on. You mad. What have I did you? What have I done to you? Exposing your lies. The Torah offers guidance on how to handle negative emotions in a way that aligns with God's laws and values. For example, the Torah teaches the importance of controlling one's anger and not allowing it to lead to sin. Proverbs 16:32, and encourages one to seek peace and pursue it. Psalms 34:14. Additionally, the Torah emphasizes the importance of humility and recognizing one's limitations, which can help to prevent feelings of frustration and disappointment. Proverbs 16:32 states, better a patient person than a warrior, one with self-control than one who takes the city. This verse highlights the importance of self-control and patience in handling negative emotions. When we are patient and have control over our emotions, we are better equipped to handle difficult situations and avoid impulsive or harmful behavior. Hey, Psalms 34:14 says, turn from evil and do good, seek peace and pursue it. This verse encourages us to turn away from negative emotions and thoughts and instead focus on doing good and seeking peace. This can be seen as a reminder to focus on positive thoughts and actions rather than let negative emotions take over. By turning away from evil and focusing on doing good, we can maintain a clear and positive state of mind and avoid being drawn away from our true selves. Why you mad? Because my mind positive. And the enemy try to make you mad. When they get you mad, they're in control. You can't make me mad, man. I don't want you to have control over me, homie. I can't be moved. Go to the next dude. As it relates to wealth and negative emotions, how can we stay positive when it looks like the elite have control over everything? In today's world, the wealthiest families, those on the Forbes list of billionaires, hold significant power and control over resources and opportunities. It can be disheartening to see them monopolize success and limit access for others. It is estimated that the top 1% of people in the world control approximately 44% of the world's wealth. This top 1% is made up of individuals with a network of over $871,320. In terms of numbers, this equates to approximately 75 million people globally. However, it's important to remember that there are alternate alternative paths to success and prosperity, and everyone has access to everything they would ever need. We all have access to everything that we ever need, but we all don't exercise that because some of us just don't know. Because you have people controlling the way you think. You got to get from under people's spells, man. Nobody can stop Turk, man. It don't matter what you try, boy. Man, my mind is, yeah, like that. Only I can stop me. It don't matter what you think, what you say. I'm the wrong one. Now, when I was weak minded and I felt like I had to prove something to individuals, then yeah. But man, you should have caught me when I was young, dude. It ain't gonna work now. Uh, I'm sorry. And if you allowing another grown man, a grown woman to control you like that, man, you doomed. Opportunity is no longer restricted to the wealthy and powerful. It now lies within the reach of anyone who can harness it correctly, regardless of their background or occupation. The cashier, servers, bartenders, housekeepers, home health aides, hairstylists, barbers, landscapers, construction workers, data entry clerks, and telemarketers can be just as successful in business as any successful entrepreneur or corporate executive if they follow current wealth trends instead of working against them. Working class individuals are not limited anymore. Opportunity awaits those willing to accept its challenge. We all have opportunity. But if you have a poor mentality, passing over opportunities repeatedly, you won't catch on. You waiting on somebody to give you something. Don't you hate it when somebody say you can't do this because he didn't do this for you? Boy, if you don't wake the fuck up. If I ain't do something, it's because of what I didn't do for me. Never will I let any man have that power and control where they could turn me on and turn me off when they think they can. I see grown men doing that, and it irritates my spirit to a point where I never want to be like you. I work hard to not be like you. You feel me? Just look at how many grown people that you see on social media dick riding. That's a bad form of transportation, man. For no reason other than what they mind believing. If I do this, this gonna create an opportunity for me. Wrong mindset, man. You giving motherfuckers too much control. The opportunity is already created. You just gotta take it. No man give you an opportunity. The opportunity is there for you. You gotta take it. Let no man take the credit for your opportunities, man. When you do that, they control you. They throw it in your face that they gave you the opportunity. No, you didn't. I took the opportunity that God gave. Real life. There's no longer a need to feel discouraged and look at other people with jealousy or envy. In fact, as you celebrate the success and wealth of others, it begins to open the same doors for you. The Bible speaks of damage and power that envy and jealousy can have on our lives. Proverbs 14 and 30 tells us, when our heart is at ease, it brings vitality to one's body. However, if you're given into these emotions, they eat away at us like an unstoppable disease. James 3 and 16 warns us that envy and selfishness can bring about a whirlwind of chaos. These emotions often lead to disorder and encourage unethical behavior, causing disruption in our lives. Galatians 5 and 26 urges us to remain humble and kind, avoiding any action that might lead to contention or feeling of envy. You sitting there watching me, envying and jealous because you ain't looking and paying attention to your own opportunity that's in front of you, man. That's crazy. You want what I got. I don't want what you got. What's for you is for you. What's for me is for me. Why are you so upset? You filled with envy and jealousy. You need to change your mindset, man. You're doing it to yourself. The Quran also cautions us against jealousy and envy with a timeless warning. Beware of ignorance driven action, for your ears, eyes, and heart shall be held accountable. The verse in Surah Al Fajr serves as an important reminder to not let our emotions overtake us. Before we act on impulse or comparison, it's best to take stock of the facts. The Quran further warns us to watch out for negative thoughts and actions that come from jealousy. It encouraged respect among believers instead of suspicion by asking a powerful question. Would you want to eat your brother's flesh when dead? Let's stay away from praying into others' lives or participating in idle gossiping so we avoid such wretchedness altogether. It's important to remind ourselves that the laws of wealth apply equally to everyone, regardless of social class. The lack of wealth in any class is not due to a scarcity of riches, but rather to a lack of knowledge and action. The only reason you have not is because you not have knowledge to have. So instead of you hating, learn the occupation, learn the data that they need to go to the next level to succeed. That's all you got to do. Put in the time to learn so you can earn. The time and the energy that you doing and that you spending on hating can be doing other things. But you got time to hate. You got time to make up lies every day on people and call yourself spiritual. What spirituality you believing in? Because anybody who call themselves anything of God is not on that type of time. People would say, I believe in God, whether you're a Muslim, Christian, Buddha, whatever. But your actions reveal the devil. Lie, cheating, stealing. Boy, that's the devil, boy. You lying, stealing, and cheating. That's the devil. But it's important to remind ourselves that the laws of wealth apply equally to everyone, regardless of social class. The lack of wealth in any class is not due to scarcity of riches, but rather to a lack of knowledge and action. With the right mindset and approach, anyone can achieve wealth and financial abundance. There's more than enough resources and opportunities available for everyone to succeed, regardless of their background. By embracing the power of change and taking advantage of the opportunities around them, the working class can elevate themselves to a position of financial stability and success. See, you have people who were once upon a time rich and people had to depend on them, don't like the fact that social media have made it equal and fair to where they try to downplay a person using the TikTok to become successful because they ain't doing it the way that they did it. Evid- Evidently it's working and you mad because the traditional way is not working no more. So you feel like they knew a way of how they doing it, have messed your traditional way of how you was doing it. Nah, you need to learn the information that have changed these days. Man, I be sitting down and seeing people, man, just be mad at people because they song and went viral on TikTok. Oh man, that ain't no real. That ain't the real way. The way I supposed to go, you supposed to go through the DJs. And man, look, man. You getting mad because this person have become successful in a way that they became successful? Stand down, man. It's a lot of older people mad because social media have exposed the truth to where I don't have to depend on you. to be the plug that I need to get my electricity working. Nah, nah, it's nothing hitting no more. See, instead of having the mindset that social media is a negative thing, now it's a positive thing if you use it as a tool and not as a fool. Once upon a time, you couldn't get in contact with people. Now you have access. What's your excuse? That was your complaint 10 years ago. Now your presentation must not be right because it ain't working to get to the person you need to get to. You need to work on you because getting the people is not the problem of the issue no more. Reaching people is not the problem of the issue no more. People seeing what you got going on is not the problem of the issue no more. People try to say, man, it ain't working because of you, man. Go hard, bro. Just go hard and continue to learn, read, study. The information is there, man. All this artificial intelligence to help you. If you don't learn how to use AI, you better be, because that's the world that we going to, or we in. We in the AI driven world. So if we in an AI driven world, should I be learning about AI? Should I be learning all I need to know about AI? What is AI? And I'm not talking Allen Iverson. AI, or artificial intelligence, refers to the simulation of human intelligence processes by machines, especially computer systems. It encompasses tasks such as learning, reasoning, problem solving, perception, and language understanding. AI technologies are used in various fields, including but not limited to healthcare, finance, transportation, and entertainment, to automate tasks, improve efficiency, and enable new capabilities. So, we are in a world that depends on AI for intelligence. You have to study AI so you won't fall victim to the AI tricks because it's going to be a lot of them. Even with this fake rap beef that's going on, you're going to have to discern the difference from an AI and a real person. If not, you are going to get caught up into the lies and the deceit, and you're going to be driving yourself crazy with misinformation, disinformation, malinformation. And information is what you need in order to survive. My people died because of lack of what? Knowledge. So if you getting all the wrong information from a false artificial intelligence that's not real, portraying to be human being, because you haven't studied to be able to know the difference from a fake one that's being manipulative, giving you all the wrong information, sending you on a wild goose geese chase or whatever how they say it. You have to be studying, man. Study AI. Just study AI. That's all I'm gonna tell you. So you can have a discernment to know the difference. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. But but the Quran further warns us to watch out for the negative thoughts and actions that come from jealousy. Okay, where I'm at. Verse 12, it encourages us respect among believers instead of suspicion by asking a powerful question. Would you want to eat your brother's flesh when dead? Let's stay away from the praying into other lives and participating in idle gossiping so we avoid such rashness altogether. It's important to remind ourselves that the laws of wealth apply equally to everyone, regardless of social class. The lack of wealth in any class is not due to the scarcity of riches, but rather to a lack of knowledge and action. With the right mindset and approach, anyone can achieve wealth and financial abundance. There is more than enough resources and opportunities available for everyone to succeed, regardless of their background. By embracing the power of change and taking advantage of the opportunities around them, the working class can elevate themselves to a position of financial stability and success. The working class can elevate themselves. The working class, instead of complaining about what somebody rich got and they should be doing, elevate yourself and see if you have that same mentality. It's easy for a person that working to tell somebody that don't have to work hard what to do. Every item we see and touch in our lives, from the cotton of a shirt to the silk of curtains, can be traced back to one original substance. This unique source has enough potential for us all. It could provide clothing more elaborate than Solomon's, royal garments, and food plentiful enough for everyone on earth. Its supply is virtually infinite. New forms are created as old ones dissolve into the wondrous origin. The universe is infinite, its resources inexhaustible. Formless stuff and original substance make up the very foundation of our reality. Every star, planet, and living creature composed from the limitless resource, 10,000 times as much as has been made than what we can see with our eyes, yet still no one is poor due to the shortage in material wealth. It's alive with creative energy, ensuring that no one will ever be without access to riches. Nature can never run dry. Humanity is never without the resources they need to thrive. The universe is abundant and full of potential. There's no need to compete or take from others. All that matters is creating more life for everyone. So use the power of your God mind as a tool to manifest it. By focusing on collaborative effort rather than taking advantage, you can unlock powerful new opportunities held within the universe, universal energies around us. If we just all work together, instead of working against each other, we'll have more. It's easier said than done for a person that's woke to that reality. But when you dealing with people who not woke to that reality, what do you do then? Life in abundance and create, not compete. Live in abundance and create, not compete. You have the same capacity to achieve success as any other human being without taking away from them. Seek prosperity while recognizing that others may still succeed even more than you do. A concept known as enlightened self interest. Remind yourself of this when tempted by unethical tactics which promise quick rewards but go against your values. To become truly wealthy, you must shift out of a competitive frame of mind. To become truly wealthy, you must shift out of a competitive frame of mind. Why do they keep us in a competitive, competing frame of mind? Because long as you're competing, you're really not eating. A person that's truly woke do not compete, compare, measure, man. That's for an ignorant person, an immature person, always in competition. Bro, I'm not competing with you. You can have whatever you want. I'll let me have what I want. I'm not in competition with you. That's what's wrong with the world today. They setting up comparisons, competing, and they have people that's controlling the option to do just what people are breaking their necks to do when we all can win. Believing that money is limited and only certain people have it will bring your wealth creation to a halt. Man, he got all the money, man. Man, you got all the money. They don't got no more money for me. Yeah. It ain't nothing that left I could do, man. I gotta be a rapper too. That's the only thing I could do to make some money. Everybody wanna be a rapper. It's not for everybody to be a rapper, bro. So now you competing somewhere where you don't even compare or measure. It's not for you. It's not for you. Life abundance is limitless and it's yours for the taking. Don't let anyone convince you that there aren't enough resources available to make your dreams a reality. All you have to do is prepare yourself. No matter how powerful big business may seem, no one can prevent what belongs to you from coming into fruition. So don't be afraid of monopolies or delays in achieving success. Nobody can stop you, man. You know how many distractions try to come in here to stop me from doing what I'm doing? And I've been doing it for an hour and 47 minutes without no distraction. I've been blocking people and everything. People who are trying to get attention, to get the attention on them, focusing on the wrong shit. I'm focused, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't mean me no good when you paying attention to everything but the wrong shit. You know what I'm saying? So you gonna get up out of here. You're negative. You see what I'm saying? Like, you have to protect your energy. And that's how you keep on going. If you let somebody taint your energy, it stops you. Protect your energy by all means necessary. I don't care who's listening and who's not. I'm doing what I do regardless if it's one person. But you focus on how many people doing this. Your mind's small. Your mind is real minute. You heard me? Do it look like it matters to me? Why do it matter to you? Get up out of here. That's what you do to people like that. Get them out of there. Get them from around you. They're a distraction. Life's abundance is limitless and is yours for the taking. Don't let anyone convince you that there aren't enough resources available to make your dreams a reality. All you have to do is prepare yourself. No matter how powerful, big business may seem, no one can prevent what belongs to you from coming into fruition. So don't be afraid of monopolies or delays in achieving success. Don't fear that someone else will get the thing you want first. Infinite potential lies in thought, and with it, we can bring into existence whatever our hearts desire. Tap into the formless substance of creation to create something entirely your own. No one holds power over what belongs to you. Nobody holds power to what belongs to you if it's for you, man. So that's why I have no worries. Man, you can't stop what's for me, man. If they were able to stop me when I told people I was going home, they didn't believe it. I did. See, it's what you believe that matter. No matter if 50 people is believing something against you, man, it's what you believe about you gonna happen, man. And guess what? They gonna be there to see it happen, to eat every word that they had that was disbelief. Yeah, man, listen, man. I make them eat they words, and to the point where they don't bother me no more with what they don't believe. Let it soak in. Get what's for you, man. Get what's for you. Get what's for you. Believe that it's for you and you're going to get it. It's not cliche. It's God's abundance for you, man. It's God's will for you to live the abundant life. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? Where you go wrong at is when you compare you to him or her. Now you not focused on manifesting what's for you. You already done messed up. You comparing your pockets. You don't know what they did to get where they at. How you gonna compare yourself to them? He hating on you, so he looking at you above him. He hates you so much, he gonna compare you to somebody else that he look up to. That's his illusion to make you feel smaller than him because the person that he look up to probably have put in multiple hours of work to got to have what they have. They feel you on that person level because they comparing you to them, and it make them feel like they have defeated you because they compared you to somebody who have been putting all those hours of work and you still working your way up, but you way past them. They have to do that. Your haters have to set the standard high by comparing you to other people and not themselves because they won't be able to phantom. They won't be able to weigh up where you at in life. So just know, man, that you above all your haters to stoop low to them, man. Fuck them. Keep on soaring higher and higher and higher till the motherfuckers fall off the motherfucking crow neck or the eagle neck. The crow on the eagle neck, the higher the eagle go, the crow gonna fall. Bitch don't got no more oxygen. You hear me? Gonna fall. Keep on soaring. Keep on flying. What do the crow do when the eagle keep on soaring? The motherfucker let go. The motherfucker drop dead. Yeah, man. There's so many metaphors and animals that you could put in your life and make your life out to be from the examples of animals. Just Start watching like Animal Planet. Pay attention to how animals are. You can learn a lot from them. I love watching animals. Some animals seem like they smarter than some of these human beings. I was watching the motherfucking chimpanzees. I watched a chimpanzee on Instagram the other day show a woman love on a swing. I know some of y'all done seen it. It came on your timeline. And you'll think that that chimpanzee was gonna harm that woman, but that chimpanzee had much love. So I realized that it had a trainer that was training them to do all the things that it was doing. Cause it just was like too astonishing that this chimpanzee was doing all these things. You know what I'm saying? But when a chimpanzee can be trained by repetition to do lovable acts and not be a hater, it's sad that some of you human beings just don't learn. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead on because it been 2 hours now, y'all. You heard me? But I'm back. If you feeling negative or you feeling any negativity coming your way, sometimes you have to fall back so you could get ahead. You feel me? Easy, I can't stay all day. You heard me? But this wasn't even the direction that I wanted to go. Yeah, see, I got the beehive in the screen share, but y'all go check out man beehive podcast from the day and find out what happened in Vegas. You feel me? Also, my content will be changing on my YouTube. You're gonna start seeing a lot of more content with me and my wife. I'm trying to make my content more um husband and wife friendly, where people are learning from me and her. That's what it's all about, man. We just our life is a example of overcoming. You know what I'm saying? And you have to share that with people, man, because people don't know how to overcome. So when you have been through so much, you want to like help people. Like that's why I don't understand people who have been through so much want to still try to hurt motherfuckers. Come on, man. A person that really, really done been through some shit want to see somebody else not go through some shit. They not walking around bitter and mad at a motherfucker's success. Uh, man, motherfucker celebrating you when you going up. Damn, that's one more motherfucker than went up. But a lot of y'all are rich and broken, and y'all need healing in your spirit, man. You got the wrong spirit that you worshiping. You gotta get your spirit, man, right. That's what the problem is. You worshiping the wrong spirit. Get it right. Change your life. Better your life. You feel me? Get you a wife. Real life. Anyway, y'all make sure y'all go get Imani book. Y'all can go to ilikemhot.com. That's ILIKEEMHOT.com. Y'all can get Imani's book. It's called 30 Days to a Positive um hold on, y'all, I'm pulling it up. 30 Days to a Positive Mindset, Healthy Relationships, and Prosperity. Y'all will also see Manny Money illustrating and demonstrating a lot of things that's in her book. Um, y'all follow her on Instagram, Imani underscore made woman. And we're gonna be putting content up on the YouTube channel. I'm changing my content on my YouTube channel. It's me and my wife. You know what I'm saying? We are one. Everything that I do, man, here on out. That's what it is. It's Turk and Imani's world. You feel me? And I ain't just thinking and concerned about nothing else, bro, because it's I don't want to compete, compare, and measure. You hear me? Nah, that ain't I'm too old to do that. I ain't in competition with none of y'all, man. There's too many people want to be in competition in other places that I don't, nah. So, when there's negativity, the older you get, man, you realize you don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to be a part of nothing that don't want me to be a part of it. You hear me? So, me and my wife, we for life. So that's the content that I'm pushing to the world. I want the world to see what real true love is and how we grow together. You know what I'm saying? And go through everything that we go through together. True love, happiness. You hear me? Making love make money. We the example of it, man. We done been broke, but we never lost hope. Assed out, but never talk bad by the mouth. We gonna holler at y'all, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel, man, if y'all want to get this content. You heard me? And like I say, I'm not gonna be announcing a lot of things that we got going on. Y'all just gonna have to stay tuned, subscribe, stay tuned in to watch because the enemy is really, really hating. And I had to catch myself and fall back. And I realized every time I say what I'm doing or about to do or what's coming up, the jealous and the envy spirit go to work. And they call themselves trying to stop it. But they can't. I was doing it to myself. So I got to stop it from happening by shutting my mouth up. That what was revealed to me when I fell back and analyzed the situation. You heard me? So warning come before destruction. I was warned. I didn't destruct. You heard me? We back up. We back up and running. So yeah, this how it's going. You heard me? But I promise y'all, stay tuned in, man, and you won't be disappointed. I'ma holler at y'all.